Welcome everybody. If you are new here, my name is Hadijah. This is the Higher Heart Warrior channel. Today's reading is going to be a little bit different. There's only going to be two piles. The topic is going to be the shamanic healing that your inner child is craving. And let's get to it. We use these two. We have the Inner Child Oracle by Amanda Lynn Aisling. Aisling? Aisling. One. Pile two. And if these are the two pile selectors, but I'm also going to use a Oracle of the Unicorns card to help to pick the pile. Pile one, pile two. Okay. And then the Mystical Shaman Oracle by Alberto Villoldo and Colette Baron Reed. What shamanic healing does pile one need? Well, I'm just gonna go with it. Pile two. And then we have Priestess of the Light by Sandra Ann Taylor, pile one, pile two, Angels and Ancestors Oracle, pile one, then we have Herbal Astrology by Adriana Ayales, pile one, pile two, lastly, we have the Energy and Spirit Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor. One, two. Okay, let's get into it. No. All right, I guess I'm gonna do a third pile. I wasn't gonna, but here we are. Four piles. Going with the flow. Pile three. Pile four. It's gonna be this one. Pile three. So it's ironic to me because it's funny to me because before when I was shuffling, I was having a difficult time from this deck, from the back 3 decks of getting the cards. And I heard the number 3 and I was like, no, I'm only doing 2. I want to do 2 piles this time. And you see how fast those cards came out? Humbling me every time, Spirit. Gotta love it, right? Okay. Hope you're all doing well. And I hope this reading is helpful along your healing journey. Right, so I'll show you that in a minute. Right, okay. Come on now. Yo. Wait. There was an order. I usually, I keep this part in so that people can, so that if there's anybody who has any, you could say doubts or reservations about Oracle and Tarot being coincidence or whatever. This is kind of to help dispel those and help you believe in the magic of the universe and, you know, spirit and yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. That's just gonna be what it is. Okay. Right. I may pull some tarot, I may not. We shall see. All right, let's get this show on the road. We have pile 1. We have listen, the number 7, and gentleness. These are your 2 cards. So if either of these cards are like, you see them and you're like, whoa, what a beautiful card. It really speaks to me. That's your sign that this is your pile. Oh, how'd that happen? Okay. Pile 2. We have cycles and go inward. Again, the number 7, go inward. If either of these speak to you, oh, there's butterflies in both piles. I mean, in both cards. Maybe that's significant for you. Or the color could be significant for you. There's so many different things. It really does vary. So, you know, whatever feels right to you is what's right. And here we go. Pile 3. You know the way. And we have pile 4. The number 9. For pile 3, the number was 8. 789! Shut up! Okay, I love that. That's cool. All right, let's get started with pile number 1. Let's get started with pile number 1. Messages. No. What is it? What did I say? What was the title of this reading? Oh my goodness. Shamanic healing for your inner child. There we go. That's, wow. Okay. Your inner child has something to say. Be kind to yourself and others. Honor your gentleness and speak words of love. Okay. I'm just going to see what I get. So, what is the Shamanic healing card? Ooh, the coyote, the number 12. Ooh! What is striking? Oh my God, these eyes. These eyes are so striking. Wow. Coyote. Excuse me. Excuse me. That was such a weird, okay, so that was like there was like a tickle in my throat that made me want to cough, but not like a deep cough. You could be working on your throat chakra at this time. And it's interesting because it says, speak words of love. Your inner child has something to say. So maybe your inner child is trying to tell you that it needs you to be nicer to yourself and to speak words of love to yourself. Not be so hard on yourself or vicious with yourself. And then we have setting boundaries, threshold, protection, honor. Oh, wow. So what comes to me immediately, what I see is both of these cards there's like the focal point of the card for me is the hands. Maybe give yourself a hug. That could be helpful. Give yourself a hug. It actually works. Or like, okay, in this card, the go with the flow, letting go, cleansing, receiving. It's actually a number 25, which, breaks down to a 7. But that's beside the point. You see how her hands are like this. If you actually give yourself a hug like that and you tap your right hand on your left hand on your right shoulder and your right hand on your left shoulder, one at a time, it sends signals to your brain of like safety and comfort. So that could be a practice for you to help you in times when you notice that you're being too hard on yourself. And then I also wanted to show you this card, because you can see her hands have two things. She is facing forward proudly with her hands facing out. So she's sending her energy out. But she has this, I can't even tell if that's like it's not a cheetah. It's like a cheetah lion hybrid. So just know that you're protected. For some of you, it could be that you don't think you're good enough to shine your light, to share your voice. There could be a bit of feeling unworthy or scared to share your voice, but just know that, it's safe for you to. but doing so in a way that isn't forcing it. So it's like finding the balance. Finding the balance of saying, for some of you, like there's a dream that you have to maybe be a public speaker, or maybe even have your own channel, your own YouTube channel, or to be an actor and to be in the spotlight, and the inner critic is kind of taken over, shouting words of viciousness. So the first step to getting on your way to being able to shine your light is to, like I said earlier, speak words of love, be gentle with yourself and kind with yourself and others. Move forward knowing that you're protected. And going with the flow to me is like, by going inward and, showing yourself that love, compassion, and kindness with the words that you say to yourself, and the practice of hugging yourself is going to help you to be able to receive the assistance from outside of you. Sky Father, trust in the unknown. Odin coming through. Eagle, again with the throat chakra. You could have watched the Jupiter reading I did. Yarrow. Oh, is that a great... Wait, is that a heron? So we have Yarrow, harmony, the number 6 or 15. Justice, bringing things into balance. Karmic lessons, present assistance. So the number 7 really is important for you, Power One. For sure, it's important. It could be one of your lucky numbers. But we have karmic lessons, present assistance. Knowing that you're safe to step out there into the spotlight is going to help you bring into balance your creating and your action and being, your feminine, your masculine, your yin and your yang. And that's part of the karmic lessons that you signed up to learn in this lifetime, in this part of your lifetime, in this part of your life's journey. And so you're being asked to trust in the unknown, and also to trust in the fact that you are safe. It is, and that it is safe for you to step into the light and to kind of have that confidence in yourself. That confidence isn't the right word. To have the what's the word I'm looking for? The knowing, the belief that all your good deeds won't go they haven't gone unnoticed, and they will, and they are ensuring your success. And by success, that can be different things for different people, but your success and from what I'm getting here is like your success and your ability to balance your energies, to move through life in a way that is balanced, meaning you're going with the flow, but you're not being so passive that you miss opportunities for growth or to reap your rewards. Because this past life guides card and the karmic lessons shows that like karmic lessons there's this connotation with the word karmic that's negative, and it's like, no, wait, actually it goes in both directions. You can have positive karmic lessons, like, spirit, universe, whatever label you want to put on it, coming through being like, hey, look, guess what? Like in this card, that I keep being drawn to this Yarrow card, where this hand, it's almost like the Ace of Cups, where it's like, here is your comeuppance. And that word also has somewhat of a negative connotation, but it's like, no, here is your just desserts. Here is, the universe rewarding you for all the good deeds you've done, not because you were trying to add, to your ledger, but because you wanted to do good deeds, because you wanted to help, you wanted to be of service. And also this is also saying, because it's right under this card, the Go With The Flow card, and one of the key words is receiving, it's also saying, ask your team, your guides, to help you to step into honoring yourself, honoring your inner child, because your inner child has some good wisdom for you. And at this point in the journey, the wisdom so far, before I've even read the Coyote card, is that you deserve good things. Good things are possible. And not just possible, they're yours. They're your birthright. You just have to let go of the how and trust in the unknown. Okay, we're gonna get to the Coyote card. Coyote, such striking eyes, this coyote. Let's see. Okay. The coyote is the symbol of the sacred trickster, the one who provides detours for growth and understanding by ensuring that things don't go as planned. The coyote brings the energy of divine deception to set you free from the shackles of that which doesn't serve you. Sometimes it appears that you will get everything you want, only to find that coyote brings you the opposite of what you hoped for. The lessons offered by the coyote may at first appear confusing, but they are most sacred and always for your highest good. If the coyote calls to you, this is a time to pay special attention to the detours and disappointments, as they are true tests of faith. You have set your intentions and turned them over to the Great Spirit, yet you may find yourself lost and confused when it appears you are being led off course, off path, leading to your most cherished dreams and desires. Remember this, Coyote is a sacred trickster and may be leading you into challenges to ensure that you are ready to handle what you've set in motion. Great growth and understanding come to you when the coyote calls your name. Interesting. With that context of the coyote medicine, it kind of does make sense, the letting go. Very interesting. Oh, and not being so hard on yourself. So maybe for some of you, you had a plan. Well, like it said, this is a divine detour. And that's why going with the flow is so important. And if you watched when I was when I was pulling cards for the piles, I originally intended this reading only to be 2 piles. And then there was this little, nagging feeling of like, nope, 3, nope, 3. And then I went to go do the 3rd one, and then I was like, all right, we'll do 4 piles. So there's a reason for it. Just trust in the divine. Oh, trust in the unknown. You may have a plan, you may have wanted something to go a certain way, but there's something better for you than what you even imagined. Just trust that your Ace of Cups is coming. I'm going to read the Yarrow. I wasn't going to, but I am. I'm going to read the Yarrow. Okay. Equilibrium, balance, discernment, nourished psychic shield, divinatory empathy, sensitivity, and the ruler is Venus. Okay. If you're feeling emotionally drained or too sensitive for today's world, it is time to set solid boundaries. That's twice now that boundaries are coming up. To regain balance, use your empathetic abilities as grounding cords to your psychic powers and divinatory skills. Allow your sensitivity to be a filter for what is allowed within your psychic field and what isn't. Like the magic of the white heron, move slowly with precision as you navigate emotional waters. Heron teaches us the power of self-reflection as a way to transcend judgmental projections and low self-worth. Didn't I say earlier that you don't feel like you're worth good things? Draw clear boundaries and examine yourself from a detached perspective. Don't blame situations or others as a reason to remain stuck. Yarrow's white light teaches us the power of shielding while remaining gentle in the process of self-discovery. So pile 1, your main shamanic healing for your inner child is, okay, your overall initial message was, listen, your inner child has something to say, and listen without judgment. Listen to the feelings that are coming up, the fears that are coming up, but that doesn't mean you have to claim them as your own. They're coming up for a reason. Allow them to come up. Question with curiosity, not judgment. I wonder why I'm scared of this. I wonder why I'm feeling this way. I wonder I wonder how this feeling is trying to guide me. Like, in what direction is this feeling trying to guide me? But do so while looking at your inner child as if they are a child, because there's something here about, because you're very empathetic, pile 1. Like it says here with the Yarrow, because I don't think I've ever gotten Yarrow before. And that's interesting too, because the Yarrow is associated with Libra, like the balancing force of Libra, which is like the scales of justice. So pile 1, I feel like keeping up your spiritual cleansing, your energetic cleansing, your grounding, you know, and if you don't already do those things, definitely start to do those things, because you need to get your energetic system into balance, clearing out what isn't yours, keeping what is yours. And in doing so, you kind of, you come back to your truth. You come back to you gain balance. I mean, you gain balance. And when you're in that state of balance, then you can clearly see from a higher perspective what's going on in your life and what divine detours are trying to show you or teach you. And when you see that, you're able to then trust in the unknown and go with the flow and receive the assistance that is there for you, and the positive karmic lessons that are there for you once you solidify your balanced energy. Yeah. Okay, pile 1, that's it for you. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. Please don't hesitate to interact with me in the comments. Just let me know if this made sense, if it didn't make sense, if you hate my guts, whatever you want to say, just let me know. Kind of, you know, can be helpful to get some sort of interaction. It would be appreciated. Let's see, pile number 2. Dang. Okay. Okay, pile 2. We have go inward. Again with the number 7, just like pile 1. It is time to connect with your inner child. Cycles. Everything has its right time. Honor the cycles of your body. Tune into the moon's magic. And I noticed here there's a bunch of butterflies in both cards. Well, your inner child in the first card got butterfly wings. Let's see. Interesting. Okay. Pile 2, I'm getting pretty... Okay, that's a lot. Okay. All right, right off the bat, pile 2. There's a bunch of different numbers here for you. We have 7, 12, which is 3, 7 again, 8, 9, 4, 1, 5, 10. Those are your numbers. Now, it looks like I'm going to need to read from the guidebook for a bunch of these because a lot of them are reversals, but I feel like, okay, pile 2, now is not the time for you to rush ahead. Okay, now is the time for you to honor the cycles of your body. Because we have, okay. We have a bunch of different cards here that are like cycles, relaxation, be graceful in movement and action, mindfulness, self-love. You need to, okay, the shamanic healing for your inner child is to connect with your inner child. So like a way to connect with your inner child could be coloring. It could be going outside and looking at the flowers, you know, walking in the grass. There's so many different ways for you to connect with Pachamama, which is Mother Gaia, which is the earth. So that you can quiet your mind, so that you can be centered for this rise that is coming. So you can be centered to allow your light to shine. Okay. So that you can be centered with your inner child there, so that you can, you know, really revel in the happy times that are coming and be present. I'm going to look at these first. 34 and 40. All paths lead to spirit. What you bring to your journey is what will determine if yours is a path of suffering, a path of wisdom, a path of bliss, or a path of loss. Consider the traveler who met two stonemasons. He asks one what he is doing, and the mason replies, "I am squaring out this stone." He asks the other, who is doing the exact same thing, and gets the reply, "I am building a cathedral." One man has a job, the other man has found his work and calling. He is part of an endeavor much greater than himself. Be sure you pick a path with a heart. You have outgrown your current situation and risk losing your way in your own backyard. You are being called to step out of your comfort zone. Respond now while the call is a gentle whisper. Even though the woods look thick and impenetrable, venture in and let nature guide your steps through the dark until you reach your destination. Remember, if you do not know where you are going, any path will take you there. Any path. Just gotta trust. Pachamama represents unconditional love. Where is it? Self-love. That the earth has for all her children, including the stones, the plants, the animals, and humans. She is the goddess of earth, also known as Gaia, who pervades all creation in our planet. Thanks to Pachamama, our timeless soul can experience life in a biological way. The joy and pain we taste during our brief time on earth are invitations to discover the boundless love of Pachamama. You still believe that you have been cast out of the Garden of Eden, that you are motherless and homeless. You suppose that you need to work very hard to survive or thrive. It is time to stop suffering. Let go of that old myth and realize you were given the garden to rejoice in and to become its steward. Your melancholy is really a longing to return to the heart of Pachamama. Listen to the mother who is always there for you. Walk in beauty and honor all life. Wow, that's pretty cool. So Tulsi, which is this card right here, the number 19 reversed. Naivete, vanity, ignorance, emptiness, immaturity, obsession of the material world. I think we're getting a bit of a theme here. The guidance, the Tulasi, oh, why did I say, oh, it is Tulsi, okay. The Tulasi goddess sits proudly facing her beautiful peacock, symbolizing heaven on earth. She raises her arms with grace, aiming them like wands to catalyze magic and wealth. The fountain is centered between the goddess and the peacock, representing the wellspring created between earth, the manifest world, and heaven, the spirit world. Peacock embodies the medicine of auspiciousness, magic, and beauty, reminding us that we are the living gateway to the greatest of mysteries. Tulsi is here today to teach that the key to Jupiter's doorway, abundance and wisdom, is to live, create, and communicate from a place of wonder, innocence, and impeccability, rather than doubt and confusion. Don't be fooled by material possessions or the vanity often worshipped in the material world. Tune into deeper realities that abound around you. Be spontaneous and celebrate your temple just as you are. Go inward. Quiet your mind. Work on your heart chakra. Heal your heart chakra. I want to see what this well, first, where is she? 16, go inward. Let's see. One powerful way to connect with your inner child can be through visualization. This is the practice of seeing with your mind's eye while your physical eyes are closed. This practice can be a bit tricky for some in the beginning. So if you've never tried working with visualization, do not worry if it is a slow process. You will get there in the end. Right. In this exercise, focus on allowing your inner child to come through your mind's eye. Find a quiet place where you can sit or lie down comfortably with minimal distractions. Once you are ready and your eyes are closed, allow your focus to travel inward toward your center. As you allow your focus to drift inward, your inner child will slowly come to you. Once they do, let them be as they are. Even if there are aspects of them that you would like to change, embrace them. Listen to whatever they might have to say and shower them with love and affection. If you are struggling to turn your focus within yourself, the Becoming Aware body scan on page 11 can help guide you. A journaling prompt you can use: what feelings arise for you when you talk with or visualize your inner child? Do you feel love and joy, apprehension, or anxiety? Ask yourself why you might feel this way whenever you meet with your inner child. I'll go to here it is. I will let you take a picture of this body scan. Page. Okay. Right. I mean, how to. I'm gonna it looks like I'm gonna read for all of these, but yeah, it's quite straightforward in my opinion. Now is not the time to force action. It is the time to go inward. It is the time to reflect and commune with Mother Gaia and yourself, showing yourself love and compassion. You definitely came from Pile 1. If not, I would suggest watching Pile 1 as well. I didn't even, okay, hello, Shaolin Master. Okay. Slow and steady. Breathe and flow. Take a gentler approach. Yeah, this is not the time to try to force anything. This is definitely the time for you to breathe in and then breathe out. Quiet your mind. Ground yourself. You know, people say to ground yourself for a good reason, because it really does help you navigate life's cycles. It really does. You are being guided to flow like water. Oh, definitely suggest pile 1 for you. Flow like air and connect with your purest intentions. Don't feel you need to rush ahead. A gentler approach will be more fruitful and rewarding. Move with subtlety and grace. Reach high, but also ask yourself how you can move with the flow of life rather than pushing against it. Do you have the capacity to refocus your gaze at this time? Can you slow down? Or take more time to soften and breathe as you move forward? All of this will be incredibly beneficial for what happens next. Yeah. So, like, when you use too much energy, when you try to force something, it can backfire on you. When you try to push ahead without listening to the cues and your intuition and the subtle guidance from your team and spirit and your guides, you're delaying your desires. You're delaying what's, what you want. All right, 1 and 41. That's interesting that you got the first card. So, peaceful presence, quiet mind, upright. Within you is a peaceful place, a quiet space where nothing is troubling or worrisome. It is where your personal self connects with the truth and awareness of your soul. There is nothing to solve, nothing to predict, nothing to think about. In fact, to attain this peaceful presence, thoughts are not required. The practice of mindfulness calls for you to let go of thinking, let go of striving, and choose to be peacefully present without judgment or analysis. Your soul is truly happy, your soul is a truly powerful cosmic energy, perhaps the greatest power you possess. When you release your personal striving and worry, you automatically move into the vibrant, receptive state of trust and peace. This card is telling you that now is the time, the only time, to choose peace. Let go of judgment, worry, and the need for control. And then take a deep breath and choose to live in your trusting heart. That pervasive peace will bring you profound happiness and radiate an absolutely irresistible vibration. Yummy, just yummy. Just this card, like if you just look at this card, doesn't she just look so serene? Don't you want that feeling? You can have it. You just gotta breathe. Focus on your breathing. It takes a little practice if you're new, but you'll get there. All right. Yeah, you have to, okay, so as I was saying, you'll get there. The Talent Guides card, I went to go read it, and it says countless spirit mentors are always available to help you express and expand your skills and talents. These brilliant beings are drawn to you because they shared your interests in their own lifetimes. I was getting that there are ascended masters or guides that want to help you in this time of learning to be mindful, of learning to go inward, of learning to honor the cycles, and being graceful so that you can call in your power, your love, and those happy times that you want. Right. So an affirmation you can use to call in your talent guides is, I am blessed with many known and unknown skills. Talent guides inspire me and give me confidence in the pursuit of my creative interests. There's a little bit more, but I just want to be mindful of the timing. I'm going to show you this so that you can read it all. There we go. Okay. Okay. Pile 2, I really hope that was helpful for you. Your inner child would like you to go inward, to spend time with them. Actually, this healing heart card, the number 9, I'm going to read this one because I feel like there is a message for you. Power of self-love. The priestess of personal power brings you a message of hope and healing. Sacred geometry encases her upper 4 chakras. That's the flower of life. Again, with Pachamama, like, flowers could be really important to you. Maybe gardening. Gardening can be very meditative for you, I feel like. Let's see. Where was I? With the lower... Okay, wait. Priestess of personal power brings you a message of hope and healing. Sacred geometry encases her upper 4 chakras with the lower circle moving through her heart center. This represents the healing energy coming to lift you up and bring you true peace and personal power. This priestess reveals the inner strength you can call upon to overcome past heartbreaks that may have left you hurt and full of longing. The pain could be from a recent breakup, or it may be the lingering ache from a love lost long ago. The scars at the heart center might even relate back to misinformation or mistreatment in childhood. In fact, issues of rejection, abandonment, and even betrayal may be driving your present perspective on love. These past experiences have caused a shutting down reaction, an emotional resistance to love in spite of your mental desire for it. Now is the time to heal the old heart wounds and reverse the faulty conclusions that are actually blocking your desire. The circle of consciousness and thought represents your higher intentions where love is concerned. Within each powerful vortex of personal energy is the expanding strength of your relationship with yourself. You always have the choice to love and care for yourself, to vent your frustrations, and to take action on your own behalf. When you consciously release old fears and desperate needs, you will awaken the strong, autonomous person within, and your daily life force will project waves of joy and confidence. 2 truly irresistible energies in the universe. This is your affirmation. Come on, there it is. Okay, pile 2, that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. All right, I got everybody? No, I didn't. Well, I mean, this guy just looks... Now is not the time to rush. Relaxation. All right, pile 2, thank you for joining me. I hope this was helpful. Sending you so much love, so much light. And you got this. This one. Okay. Pile number 3. Bear with me, pile 3.